Yeah, so the game crashed again. So basically everything that happened up to the autosave in January didn't happen. Though the recording will show that it happened, of course, the game crashed, it didn't happen. So we only have 50 miles of track and we don't have Dangi connected. However, we do have Tasharvat connected. This is going to take a while because the game keeps bloody crashing. Oh well. Hopefully, though we don't have enough track, hopefully we'll have enough money to actually get to Dangi again. Oh, that's what I did. With this 50 miles of track, we need to double up again. Just at the junction there. That's about 30 miles of extra track. Yeah, brief history, we've read this. I mean, it's interesting, it's just, I've read it, I don't want to read it again. Especially not since the game literally crashed 5 minutes ago. Yeah, buy 100 pieces. We need all the track we can get, to be fair. And I don't think I'll take out a bond, because once this track gets there, we're going to make good cash. What's the dividend? The dividend's still 102,000. Right, pause the game, and build out of Tasharvat. Along here, where it's actually more or less flat. And we do have enough track to get to Dangi as well. Build out like that. And there we go. We are out of cash. But I've built it in such a way that a large station will connect all of Dangi up. Apologies, I just sneezed. Yeah, so now we just need 200,000 and a bit to build maintenance and service and a large station. And a train. Oh, okay, we've not seen this. So, Turkic Khans. The Turkmen of Central Asia do not have kings but Khans. Each Khan is a governor and judge of a cluster of Turkmen clans. Europeans see these as small empires. The Russians call them districts. The Khans of Khiva district and the Armans district compliantly welcome the Russians. The Khan of Surdiraya, Tashkent, is a long-time ally with Russia. The other Khans are not as receptive. You may have to wait at the Amu Darja River for a Khan's approval before you can cross the river. So, Khiva and Armans compliantly welcome the Russians, and Surdiraya, which holds Tashkent, is a long-time ally. Right. Does that open... Does that open? Does that open? Yes, does that open any new no, does that open any new territory? No, it does not. So, Amu Darja is actually in the north. However, the Amu Darja River is actually basically this river here, which actually does get in our way. So, Armans and Khiva and Surdaria are all seemingly allied with Russia. Amu Darja not so much. Bukhara and Samarkand we have no idea. Right. So that's kind of interesting to note. So we might have to wait a while to get some territory, but the first priority is obviously to get to Krasnovarsk itself. Not quite sure what's going to happen once we hit Krasnovarsk. Do I take out a bond? Yes or no? I'm going to say no and just wait a bit. Okay, now we can build a large station. I think the train's 100,000? Yeah, so we need fair bit more cash. Whoa! Okay. Weapons are massively profitable from Dangi to Shikish. And people want to go to Dangi to Tasharvat, which I find interesting. So once again we're going to build a train. All my trains actually go to Shikish. So once again we're going to need a train going from Dangi to Shikish, which is actually a long way. But we could build another train going from Tasharvat to Shikish. Just a short little express train or something. That could be interesting. But we are out of money. So if I'm going to take out a bond. To speed things up a bit. So Dangi to Shikish. Weapons. Corn. Mail. Oil. Passengers. And mail. I don't think that warrants a dining car itself, though. So it actually created a bit of a gradient doing that, annoyingly. And then get another train going from Tasharvat to Dangi that will have a dining car. Well, there's actually not many passengers, but it'll do something. Let's just, I was going to say just increase the dividend a tiny bit. There we go. 164,000. Buy more shares. Every little helps. So we only have 55 miles of track at the moment. Okay. But our trains are making good money, which is always nice. There's our 25 track supply. I've got no idea how much track or money we need to get to Krasnovodsk. Obviously more track than we have at present. Okay, let's buy another 100 pieces. We can afford it, and we need it. And then we can get to Krasnovodsk. Like so. Okay. Water trains. I don't know why it's... Maybe it's telling us this because it's June 1887, or is it telling us because we've basically hit Krasnovodsk? The Tycoon is a waterless desert, yet water is sorely needed for your engines and especially your rail workers. The lack of water slows their work. For $75,000 per year, you can run specially equipped tanker trains to supply water and help speed up your workers. This will reduce engine water usage and add 25 more track per year. Yearly cost will end once you reach Tashkent, but the extra track supply will remain. Okay, so if we pay 75,000 a year, which is not that much, then we get 25 track per year, and it speeds up trains and workers, presumably to normal rates, because they're already running slower than normal. So yeah, we're going to do this. And we also get 25 track per year, even after we reach Tashkent, basically for free. So yeah, let's do that. I'm still not sure how this sort of slower trains and more yeah, like the slower trains and it using more water and oil, etc. I'm not sure how that's working. But yeah, so Trans-Caspian Railroad connects Krasnovodsk to Shikish. General Annenkov and Trans-Caspian Railroad will soon plan Trans-Caspian route. Kilidokali. So, Krasnovodsk has a lot of ammunition, which we want to get to Shikish, and a lot of weapons, which we want to get to Shikish. Sugar, and produce, etc., blah blah blah. People want to go from Krasnovodsk to Shikish, but they don't want to go to Krasnovodsk itself. Yeah. So it's going to be a long train from Krasnovodsk all the way down to Shikish. Could be worse. And also, it would actually be quicker if we just built a tunnel through that way. But it seemingly won't let us. Or at least it's going to be very expensive if we do. Don't want to take out another bond. Trans-Caspian route. By the end of this week, you will need to choose whether to build a northern route through the Khiva Desert or a southern route through Oman's district to Tashkent. General Anakov's soldiers can secure one district, but not both. Northern route offers cotton, the southern offers logs. Well, we do need cotton for clothes. I don't think we need logs. But we are sort of building along the southern route anyway. I can't remember if we need logs. I'll look it up in the objectives. Once you reach a city on the Amu Darja River, approval from a Khan may be needed before crossing the river. Okay, so... goods, sugar, clothing, paper. Goods don't need logs. Clothing needs cotton. I mean, if we built along this way... Gazat to Perawal is not easy unless we build along here. And then Perawal to Akabad is actually flat itself. Then Akabad to Tedzen is again flat. To Merv, it's all flat, so that's actually quite nice. Then Bazir, Zardzu, but then we hit the Amadarja River, Khalif. Then past the Amadarja River, we've got Bukhara and all these places, Samarkand. So that's actually quite a nice route. It's largely flat. If we were to go north from Krasnovodsk to Saikule, we get a long way before we get to like Porsu or Kungrad, unless we go really far north to Bukhazi. But then we can't build suspension bridges just yet, so we'd have to kind of go along here, and that's a long distance. Then you get to like Kungrad and all these places, which will probably be very good in Khiva, because I think there's a lot of cotton around there. Yes, which is obviously going to be needed. But then you have to go like even more north. It is actually flat. Yeah. The only mountains themselves are around Samarkand and over here, which we can just avoid. So in terms of... basically, the northern route seems tougher. The southern route seems easier. And quicker. But... there's cotton on the northern route, which you don't get on the southern route. There's cotton around Tashkent itself. Goods. Sort of just all over the place. Goods in tool and dye require steel. Steel being supplied at Krasnovodsk and Bukhazi. So we're going to want to connect up those ports anyway, and I do believe there is some bonus for connecting those. But I think, and I'm probably going to be stupid here, we'll try the southern route, since we've basically started it anyway by going from Jikish to Krasnovodsk. So yeah, Trans-Caspian route through choice. You don't exactly get along to decide, which is why you kind of have to pause the game. Do you wish to build a northern route through Khiva district or a southern route through Oman's and Tashkent? Access will be granted according to the district you choose. Let's go through the southern route through Oman's. Smart choice. Would it have said that if I went with the northern route? Connect to Akabad and then push for the river. Build a paper mill and lumber mill near Tedzen. And reap the rewards of the nearby logging camps. You have been given 100 extra track. Access to Oman's district is granted. So let's look at Tedzen, where it's saying build a paper and lumber mill to take advantage of the logging camps. So Tedzen is here. Logging camps are sort of in the middle of nowhere. And obviously it's going to be a load of pulpwood. Yeah. So if we built like a logging, sorry, a lumber mill and a paper mill just in the middle of nowhere here, we could maybe then ship that to Tedzin, or ship it away from Tedzin. But I mean, Tedzin was a city we were going to connect anyway. We have 155 miles of track, so hypothetically, the terrain here is actually really quite nasty, as one might expect, and it doesn't offer us a tunnel or anything. It does, but it's very expensive. There's no easy way around this big mountain. Actually, the gradient there isn't too bad. It's just obviously... it's not too bad. Alternatively, we just build out of here, and then like through here. And then that's all our track, and we don't have enough money to do so. That's easier. Longer, but easier. And then get from Parawal to Akabad. And then, as it says, push for the river by going like... I don't know, maybe connect some kind of... Maybe get a junction to Zadzu and Bashir. And then get something like this. And then a junction... I don't know. We'll have to think about things. Also, it depends obviously how much track we get. But we have been given access to Oman's, which is just all this area. Kiva itself, though we don't have access, I don't know if we're ever going to get access, is another thing. Because if we never ever get access to here, that's going to be a bit of a problem, because we need access in terms of getting like textile mills and whatnot. There's also nothing stopping us buying industry once we get enough money, which is sort of what the game suggested in terms of the lumber mill and the paper mill. So yeah, just wait for a bit of money to come in. Get a train from Krasnovodsk to Shikish. Massive profit! 932,000, obviously it'll be a lot less by the time we actually get to Shikish. Ammunition and weapons. Beautiful. Let's build a service and maintenance between these two, so we get enough money. They've reduced the dividend, that's fine. Growing prosperity, very nice. Just what we need. Right, so we've got Jikish to Direm. I'm just looking at trains. Zatsik Jikish, Tashalvat to Jikish, Dangi to Shikish, Tashalvat to Dangi, and finally Krasnovodsk to Shikish. Could even go like Dangi to Krasnovodsk. We could also go like Dangi to Direm. So let's just do that. Making some more profit. Okay. Stock split 2 for 1. Nice. Excited about your performance. Increases your salary to 21,000. You have been awarded a bonus of 5,000. Excellent. So net worth is now 809,000. So just out of interest. Okay. It's now actually showing a lot more stuff, and I'm guessing that's because we've chosen a route. 3 years passed. We got until January 1911. So personal net worth 10 million for gold, 6 million for silver, 3 million for bronze. So for 10 million net worth, at $50 a share as an average price, because obviously it fluctuates depending on how the economy is doing and if the stock splits, etc. So let's just say $50. We would need 200,000 shares of our company. And that's actually not too bad. Famous last words. For bronze, we only need 150,000. We need 100 clothes and 100 paper to ports from anywhere. Though I believe they're provided at Tashkent. It also said we needed to get to Tashkent by 1898, which gives us 10 years. Not long. Doable, but not long. And we need 75 goods and 75 sugar to Tashkent. Okay. Or 20 if we're just going for bronze. Yeah. So... we have 214 miles of track. We're going to get more track later on. Yes, I mean, it started at 923. It's going to be about 800. We lose about 100,000 profit just because of travel. But that is a lot of cash. Don't have enough track to get to... thing. The thing is, if I build a lumber mill or a paper mill here, I don't think it would make any money because we don't have anywhere to haul the lumber or the paper to. Are there any actual profitable industries anywhere that we could buy besides farms? And even the farms are barely making money. In fact, they're not really. This cattle ranch is making money, but it's too expensive. Right, let's just wait and get some... let's get some more dividend. Put it up to about 500,000. Okay, 548,000. Good lot of weapons. 100 pieces of track for 350,000. And let's start building. So we want to go from about Dirham, like so, building east and along here to Perawal, and that is perfectly flat, so that is nice. Right, living quarters. Your rail workers live in a camp which must be moved each time the rail line is pushed forward. This slows the construction rate. There's a lot to this scenario. Jesus Christ. For 50,000 per year, on top of the 75,000 we're already paying per year, you can put the camp on rails. Sleeper cars, kitchen car, medic car, and so on. It will be a rolling camp which keeps up with the rail builders and speeds construction. This will add 15 more track per year. Yearly costs will end once you reach Tashkent, but the extra track supply will remain. Yes, they will pay 50,000 a year for 15 track per year. Because obviously we're going to need all the track we can get. Not sure exactly what's going to happen once we build all the track. Because presumably eventually we're going to have like a lot more track than we can handle. So maybe just double up track and places and whatnot. Right, Perawal has cattle which we can haul to Shikish. People want to go from Zat to Perawal, which I find interesting. Actually, some troops. Oh, because there's barracks, of course. Right, once again, Perawal is going to go to Shikish. Simple enough. The company is actually really profitable now. I'm actually impressed by how this company is starting out. Oh, dining car on that. Because it is mostly passengers. There is a maintenance and service there already, but it won't hurt, I guess, to build another service here. And hopefully the maintenance will be fine itself. Still have 81 miles of track, which is not enough to get to Akabad. Not even close. I still haven't figured out... Okay, we just did then. I still haven't figured out when... Ooh, boom times. So actually, why don't we refinance these bonds? Like so. Saving ourselves 4% of 1 million. So that's... It's only 400 or 40,000 in interest, but every little helps. Orders to build faster. St. Petersburg has sent word to speed up the construction of the Trans-Caspian Railroad. Starting in January, 25 more track per year will now arrive at the dock. Nice. So, I'm going as fast as I can. But I mean, 25 more track per year is obviously nice. On top of the fact that we're actually paying 440 track, so that's 65 track, plus 100 track miles for 350,000 each year is, good lord, 165 miles of track. Add on the 25 miles we get every 3 months anyway, so basically every year we get, assuming we pay maximum, 265 miles of track. And I don't know how many miles it is to go from Perawal and all the way to Tashkent, but we're hopefully going to make it. Because if we don't, we're kind of screwed. Right, we've got 106 miles of track. That's still not enough to get to Akabad. The Duke's actually a really nice train because it's not terrible on hills and it is fast. Passengers like it and it's fairly cheap, so the Duke is actually a really good train. Because I mean, we could have gone for the Sterling, which passengers love, but it's actually slower once it hauls a lot of cars. It's more expensive to buy as well. The Shay is only useful, of course, if you're going like up a mountain, which most of our track is flat. So if you look here, 25 track per year to build faster, 25 track because of the water, 15 track, oh, it's gone now. But yeah, so just a load of stuff. Stock split 2 for 1. Right, so oops. We have 196 miles of track. They're ecstatic by our performance because we're in a boom and we're making a lot of money, so they increase the salary even more. So let's buy a load of shares. Net worth is increasing, and by not buying on margin, we don't have to worry about broker calls or anything like that. And we actually own about 1/5 of the company. So we get about 51,000-ish in dividends. Nice. So net worth's actually going good, but obviously we are in a boom, which will eventually end itself. Assuming we've got enough money and track to get to Akabad. Not quite, damn it. Damn it. Okay, I was actually hoping we could get to Akabad, so that's kind of annoying. Let's put the dividend back up. 710,000 seems like a good amount. So yeah, I mean we're getting like something like $150,000 in dividend per year. Stock price just keeps going up and up and up and up because of the dividend. Sorry, because of the boom, not the dividend. That's gone up to 221 miles. Is that enough to get to Akabad? No. But nearly. So another 25 miles and we'll do it. Right, let's buy 100 miles of track. It seems like it actually comes instantly. Rather than having to wait until like the end of the year. I don't know. I'm a bit confused about that. It made it sound like it only came at the end of the year, but I don't know, it seems like it does actually come instantly. Right, so we've made this at Akabad. Akabad connected by rail. Residents welcome Trans-Caspian Railroad. Military depot eager for new supplies. So yeah, as you can see, Akabad doesn't have much if in the way of industry. It does have a tool and die, but its main purpose is that it has a military depot and a barracks that massively demands weapons from Jikish and steel from Krasnovodsk. Though that in itself will take a while. We could actually build track like that. Don't have track, but... And then that would make getting from Krasnovodsk to Akabad easier. So that could be something we want to do in the meantime. Yeah. Let's just build maintenance and service as normal. So people want to go from Akabad to Perawal, but they want to go to Jikish as well. There's actually not really a whole lot in Akabad at present. But the main thing is, of course, that Jikish to Akabad will make money. So obviously put a dining car on that, because there's a whole load of passengers. There's actually some troops as well. Right, just while things are looking up, I'm going to save the game and create a new video part. Trans-Caspian Expert Let's Play. So yeah, new video part coming right